Lady Gaga has raised $35 million in 7 days for the WHO's Global Coronavirus Response Fund, and is spearheading a free virtual global festival on multiple stations including Stevie Wonder, Sir Paul McCartney. The money will go toward global PPE supplies, testing kits, and help improve lab capacity to process the tests, she said. We have said consistently that we are all in this together and we can only succeed together, the World Health Organization's Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said when announcing Lady Gaga at the briefing. We need an all-of-society approach with everyone playing their part. That includes people in the entertainment industry. Gaga also announced her partnership The Who and the music festival organization Global Citizen to spearhead a streamed musical festival called One World Together at Home. The virtual concert, showing on many networks at 8 p.m. Estate on April 18, will feature dozens of stars including Billie Eilish, Lizzo, Elton John, Chris Martin, Paul McCartney, and Stevie Wonder. It will not be a fundraiser but rather a celebration of the power of the human that the pandemic has brought to light. RARA. Glad to see some celebrities chipping in. It feels like a lot of wealthy folks are just making stay safe videos on their social media. Makes me glad to see stuff like this. There could be 100 people in one room and 99 don't believe in you, and all it takes is one person to believe in you and that could change everything. I don't know any songs or pretty much anything about Lady Gaga, apart from the fact she's famous as hell, only watched a couple of interviews of her and she is an incredible human being, good on her, the queen we need. When Lady Gaga is doing more citizens than the government, it's time to re-evaluate your government. She is dope, though. Lady Gaga for POTUS? She's replaced nearly 60% of what Trump the attend to withhold today. Celebrities, imagine all the people. Lady Gaga, imagine $35 million. Make America Gaga again. Finally, a celebrity that isn't just sitting in their $1 million mansion complaining about how hard this is for them. The Kardashians should take notes. People seem to think that they have to choose a side between The Who and Trump. You don't. They both screwed up immensely. There's a reason that countries that have been successful so far didn't rely on The Who's recommendations. South Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, and Hong Kong all put into practice their own strategies, and they're much better off for it. Edit, included Taiwan. To think, all she has to do was sing Imagine. We were just saying the other day how artists should do a virtual Live Aid concert and perform from their homes essentially, to raise money. Fuck The Who. /# Gaga 2020. Reddit is the fucking worst, ugh. The second I saw this thread I knew the comments would be full of typical Reddit know-it-all intolerable basic ass straight guys finding a way to spin this into something negative they can complain about, and how they know a better actual way to solve this entire situation and how of course this vapid pop star couldn't be possibly doing anything correctly or good, or understand the situation at all. Just like how every single post that's even slightly optimistic or has any good news, is absolutely bombarded by the same typical user who of course knows better, and points out how it's absolutely a misleading situation, or taken out of context, and of course they will explain to you how they know exactly how things are going to play out, and of course it's always this grand doom that they can guarantee even though most experts aren't so sure. Just like every other crisis in recent history has been the guaranteed breakdown of society that of course Reddit has foreseen each time. Just like how every fucking thread from the last 2 months has been filled with just wait a week and we'll see how apocalyptic things get. Or the breakdown of society. Or millions of deaths. Always a week away. Always. And if you doubt that average poster 69420 has a more certain grasp of the future than most experts, then you're an idiot and you'll regret doubting them in a week when things have really broken down. I know this is basically begging for downvotes, but it felt great to write. Edit, not that this isn't a super serious, historic crisis. It is, and people are dying unnecessarily. But like most things, the reality of it is likely between the two extremes of this is overblown and food riots in the streets by Wednesday. But you can always count on Reddit to be there to root for absolute breakdown each time, and to read about how they knew it was going to happen and when, despite all evidence to the contrary. 2020 COVID-19 version of We Are the World, https://www. YouTube.com/watch, v = 9ajkuix0rvw, please. When she said she lived for the applause, she meant it. My baby is kicking ass and taking names. You, my lady, deserve hella applause. Clapping hands medium dark skin tone, 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 clapping hands medium dark skin tone. Tell me something, boy. She's doing more for us than our own government. Fuck who? God, I love this woman. Why are they donating to who? The effort is uplifting for mankind, but I just don't think who can use it to the fullest. The same World Health Organization that denied what was happening in Wuhan? Why give them any money? Giving the WHO money is no different from pouring it down the toilet and flushing it. If you really want to make a difference, go and order $35 million worth of ventilators, masks, gloves, PPE, sanitizers, and other equipment and have them distributed to local hospitals. Thank you. Who doesn't deserve that money? Fuck me. I hope nobody just hands the WHO. The money without oversight. They are about as clean as FIFA. To quote Mr. Rogers, look for the helpers. Imagine all the people. That woman is a saint. She's done so much outside of music for the greater good of the people. China has taken over the WHO. They misled the public during a crucial time about how the virus spread and how it originated. Nothing but respect for this amazing human being, who is the property of China. I remember how much Live Aid helped Africa. Those things are just a way for the rich to feel better and feed their narcissism. Stop giving money to the WHO. They're Chinese puppets that are partially responsible for why this got as bad as it did. Thanks, Lady Gaga. Everyone liked that. See, this is why she is the true queen. Who is in CCP pocket, idiots? Hashtag where's Joe? Fuck who? 35M extra for the show to praise the CCP for doing such a marvelous job in creating and spreading the CCP virus. Straight. Love her. Instead of the show, she should just donate it to Taiwan. Jesus. The WHO has an awful reputation now. This will be the final bullet. Donating to the Rockefellers? Seems legit. While Trump threatens to pull funding during a global pandemic, denies the threat to pull funding 2 seconds later, then threatens to pull funding 2 seconds after that. Now that's mega Gaga. Still to this day, I have no idea of what this woman actually looks like. It's going to go straight into their pockets. Or as WHO calls it, travel. There must be a better way of helping out. I know that not everyone has the resources to build respirators or print protective equipment, but please refrain from donating to WHO. Didn't her father create a GoFundMe for his restaurant like a week ago? Fuck the rich. Who is BS and run by China? It's good to rant. She should make a hat out of this. Who donated? Live Aid too. Imagine what a celebrity can actually do. I hope they sing Imagine. Damn, she really be Gaga though. Did she record Imagine yet? Jokes aside, that's very cool of her. Just here to say that Stevie Wonder isn't blind. The truth is out there. Stop giving these people attention. It's all a load of advertising. I've never heard of those stations. You were striking such a hopeful tone. Why did you have to mention Paul McCartney? But she didn't participate in the Imagine sing-along though. So unphilosophical of her compared to Gal Gadot. /S. Legend. I wonder, is this the reason why Trump is saying he will withhold funding from the WHO? Thinking face. This is how you use star power. Good for her. Hopefully that money saves many lives. and the Queen of England gives a speech. And $0 of her billins.